Hey everyone, checking to see how you're doing. It is we had Pride events this weekend in Phoenix, so let's put this down. More loving, less judging. It's my that's my shirt. Anyway, Pride is usually in June, but it is so freaking hot in Phoenix in June that we're all hibernating for the summer. So I guess we have it in October. Anyway, how are you doing? I hope you're well. I wanted to been thinking about gratitude. So one of my biggest tools in my toolbox, most effective, is gratitude. And I just want to share a little bit about how I use gratitude, how I um like I guess my process. So I know that sometimes gratitude can be, it's like, oh, you make a list of a few things that you're grateful for. Like, oh, I'm grateful for my family or my house or I don't know, whatever it is. But I think a lot of times we make a list. I'm a list maker for so many things. So making a list and just, yep, I'm grateful for this, this, and this. Great. I'm grateful. It needs to land in our bodies, though. So I like to say marinating in gratitude. So I take, a lot of times I'll do it while I'm journaling or like at the beginning of my journaling and list 3 to 5 things. That's typically what I do. Um, but going slowly. So one at a time, like how does that land in my body? I'm grateful for, the weekend that I had with my kiddo. We went to Halloween market yesterday and just had a really fun time. And it was awesome to see them out and about and really enjoying themselves. And I'm so grateful for that. And so, really letting that land in my body, like all the way from my brain, all the way through my body down to my toes. So marinating in it. What does that feel like? What does that mean to me? And I envision like these little effervescent bubbles like going all the way down to my toes. So giving it some time to really land and anchor in. Went, had had fun hanging out with sister-in-law and good friends and that had a nice time yesterday evening. So really thinking about how that was and what I enjoyed about it and connecting with fellow humans outside of my space and letting it land all the way down into my toes. So gratitude is powerful if we're not just letting it sit in a list in our head. So gratitude can shift our mood and state um, instantly if we're using it, if we're utilizing the tool um, effectively. So I think I'm trying to think. I think there was, I don't know, a study, but you can't be angry and upset and fearful if you're grateful. So if you're living in that gratitude, marinating, swimming in that gratitude, it's really a mood lifter. So there's that. What are my other tools? 5 minutes. Um, a lot of my clients historically, just busy, a lot of times entrepreneurs and families and um, they're busy. And so trying to find time for themselves a lot of times is difficult. We put ourselves last a lot of times. So 5 minutes, I say take 5 minutes, and whether it's just going in a quiet room or a closet or outside, go for a quick walk if the weather's all right. Um, just breathe. Just breathe and then build up to 10 or 15 minutes. And it could be waking up a few minutes earlier in the morning so you have that quiet time to yourself. So that man, that helped me so much. I love my quiet early mornings. People think I'm crazy for getting up so early in the morning, but it just became a habit for me to wake up before everyone else so that I could have the house to myself, to have that space and that quiet, even if it was dark 30, which a lot of times pretty much it is. Um, but sitting in stillness, so that 5 minutes for me grew into like a whole morning practice. So I get up, I take the dogs out, I do some movement, some workout or yoga, stretching, whatever feels good for the day. Make some coffee, and then do some journaling and stillness, maybe some meditation, whatever feels right in the moment. So that morning practice, I protect that. That is my time. That is my space. And if something happens to my schedule, or for some reason I'm up really late the night before, I may skip some of that, and I notice it for sure. Um, yeah, so that's some favorite time of mine. Um, protected time. And then we've talked about boundaries before, but I just want to reiterate that no, no is a complete sentence. Yeah. And if you want to be nicer about it, no, thank you. That's a complete sentence. Yeah, pretty much. So those are my three top go-to tools in my toolbox. And then I thought I would draw a topic for the day. Let's see what we get. Ooh, conscious business. Okay. All right. So I am a master practitioner from the Conscious Business Institute. I took their program year before last, and conscious business is so cool and so needed. And I know that there are other conscious business initiatives. There's like conscious capitalism and lots of different conscious business type uh, entities and organizations. And then, so this program was one of it was just a really great program. It wasn't just about business. It's about being, who we are as humans and how we show up in the world and what are our gifts and what are our essences and values, and learning about that for ourselves, and then also translating that into a business setting. So for culture, what is the culture in a business setting? And culture is all about your people. And it's not about um, ping pong tables and Capri Suns, and I don't know what else they have in some of those break rooms. That if that's all there is, that's not culture. That's just um, mm, it's just kind of surface level stuff. So culture in a culture in an organization it's about your people and what are the values of the organization, and um, working with your people to define the values and the mission, and what are we about as an organization, as a company, what are we about? And so having that that vision and having everybody on board with that, because they helped create it. And it's not just a mission statement on a plaque that you put in your front office or on your website, that doesn't mean anything to anybody. It's really locking in everyone's input and alignment into that. So, companies that already have their values and mission statement, when they're bringing in new employees, new staff members, or new people to the organization, ideally they would be aligned with that mission statement and those values. Um, so yeah, it's It's really important, and conscious business is, we need a lot more in that area because most companies, most businesses globally are not focused on their people. They're only focused on the bottom line. And when times are good and times are easy, it's easy to focus on your people. Oh yeah, I'll take care of my people, no problem. But times get a little tight or stressful or uncertain. And it's all about the numbers and the bottom line, and the people are the first to go. And it's backwards. They've proven it. They've done studies. They've proven it. You take care of your people, your bottom line is absolutely taken care of. So we have it backwards. And um, yeah, I would love to help that movement to grow forward. Anyhow, that's conscious business for the day. All right. Well, I hope you are well. Have a great week. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other. We'll do this again soon. Take care.